When I was around 15 years old, it was June 2022. At the period of time, it was kind of a holiday period. But my family decided to not go overseas because it was kind of a COVID time. Not really COVID time, but almost a lot of people were wearing masks, I think, at the time. I don't remember, but yeah. And so my parents weren't like sure if they want to go overseas. So yeah, it was just during it was holiday period. I had nothing to do at home, so I decided to have this crazy thought of just what, not a crazy thought, but I just decided I just watch some like web series like that. And at the time there was this web series, as you guys would all know, called Wednesday, season 1. I decided, what, why not watch it? Because my cousin told me it was good, so you know what, I decided to watch. And after watching like the whole, like a lot of whole episodes, like the whole season in general, right? I had this weird like fantasization of wanting to be with the actress who played as Wednesday, who, by the way, her name is Jenna Ortega. In case if you guys don't know, her name is Jenna Ortega. And honestly, I felt she was very attractive. Like even when she was in the Wednesday character, and even in real life, honestly. But yeah, but I honestly like had this weird fantasization, like maybe not for the character, but for the actress in general. Because while I was watching, there was like this one. While I was watching the episodes, I think was it. I think it was like the last episode or the second last. I think no, it was the second last episode was where I saw like Wednesday and another. I forgot the character's name, but there was this coffee guy. I don't know what's his name, but he looked mid 20s, and there was this scene of them meeting up. I think that because that was like the time Wednesday had started to have like somewhat feelings for him, I guess, like a mini crush, I guess. So then there was this the scene that happened, and the crazy part is after watching it, I kind of had that desire, but of course, and after that, we all know what happened. Like, there's this twist, and blah 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 blah. It all happens, and I'm not really going into it. But still, after watching it, maybe some scenes I couldn't like get into my head was the. I don't want to go in too deep into it, but some of them were like Wednesday meeting up, going to a prom party in the school, and some of them was when Wednesday was meeting up with this guy, like coffee guy, and yeah, they were like, I just liked the way she was speaking in general, even though the character was like a bit a dark sided character, but I just liked the actress's look as a Wednesday. I wasn't really into the character because I don't know, I wasn't really into it. But the actress, yeah, I had this weird obsession because then after watching the season, that kind of affected me because after that, for like the next couple of months until like what, June 2023, I had this weird fantasization of wanting to be with Jenna. It was this weird fantasization. Oh, sorry. Anyways, back to the video. Just forget about that. So yeah, I had this weird fantasization for like the next couple of months. I just had this fantasization. It was just kind of starting to take a toll on me. Then fast forward to June 2023 was when I officially had like a school holiday, and of course before that there was school. It was secondary fall. Yeah, it was secondary fall. Then yeah, so June came. It was holiday, so I officially went to Europe after for what, like 4 bloody years not going to overseas due to COVID. I went to Europe. Well, basically, I went to Europe with my family. It wasn't just me. So yeah, it was a good experience. Then this was the period where I officially, like, fully got into the world of self improvement. Like, where I've been watching a lot of motivational and self improvement videos. as during 2022, I mean, I knew a bit, but I didn't really watch much lah. But yeah, around 2023 was when I started watching, and of course, this was the period when I met my best friend boss, which I'm not really. I mean, I've mentioned a lot of times in my videos. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, you can go check in the link. I'll check in the link in the description, in case you want to know about my story of how I made friends and how I met Dawson. Anyways, with that being said, let's get back to the story. So yeah, June 2023 comes, and I'm just enjoying my holiday. Even though I just like not really was I just forgot about the actress. I decided I just enjoy my holiday. Because it's been a while. And after I got into the world of self improvement, right, it almost taught me a lot. Really, a lot of things, like how I should improve myself, what could, like, some different scenarios. And yeah. Then after the holidays and after school started, my best friend Dawson introduced me. I think the one time when we were during break time, I think, like basically recess, he introduced me to this YouTuber called Jack Piggott, who, by the way, I don't think I really need to mention. He's a Australian YouTuber who has like over 2 million subscribers. And yeah, he recently, took a break from YouTube, which I personally felt was sad, because at the time he was still making videos, obviously, Jack. And that was when I started watching his videos. And I remember watching one of Jack's videos. I don't know what was the title and all, but in that video, I remember this line where he said, "You are not obsessed with with wanting to be with a girl, wanting a girlfriend. You're just obsessed with the idea of wanting a girlfriend." And when I heard that, I kind of like took it into my situation, because it was something that I could actually relate to, because it kind of reminded me the time where I had this obsession with this actress Jenna, as I mentioned. And then I realized that I wasn't obsessed with wanting to be with Jenna. I was just obsessed with the idea of wanting to be with Jenna. So there's like a whole difference. This is just what I've learned. And there's like this crazy part that I'm pretty sure my best friend Dawson would know. He would be for sure watching this video. And the craziest part ever in my life, and I don't care if you guys believe it or not, was recently this year, 2025. I think 4 days ago, I went into a Zoom meeting from who? From, guess who? Luke Weidler himself. And in case if you don't know who he is, in case if you guys don't know who he is, he's also an Australian YouTuber. He also makes self-improvement contents like Jack, and they've collabed. They made a lot of collab videos. And the crazy part was, I saw in his community post that there was this, like, we can join his community to join in a call with Jack Piggott for one last time, because a couple of like weeks ago, or I think a month ago, I don't even remember, Jack Piggott made a video of saying that it's an end of an era, he's taking a break from YouTube, blah blah blah. And Luke said in his post that it's your last chance to talk with Jack. And I'm like, holy shit, this is like my golden opportunity to learn what I have to learn. I mean, of course, I've been watching a lot of self-improvement motivational videos, but I think it's also like, I feel like if I want to know more, I think it's only right to ask the man himself. So guess what, I bought the fucking community. I didn't bought the community, I like paid for joining into the community. Then days went by. I went after. Then on that day, Sunday, I remember just now, last week Sunday, I went on a call. Guess who I fucking see? the bloody man himself, the goat himself. Two goes Luke and Jack, bro. Like, bro, believe it or not, right? My heart was racing. I swear on my life, it was like racing. I'm like, literally, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh look, it's him, it's them, it's actually them, the two goats. I'm like, damn, I'm in a Zoom meeting with them. And the crazy part was, I think me and Dawson were the first two people to get into the call, and actually have a chat. We were the first two people to get into the meeting. Then there were a few other people lah. Then I think Dawson raised his hand, and then I raised my hand. So I think Jack noticed, and the crazy part was, he said,
Dawson, right? I think
and I'm like, yo, he actually said Dawson's name, like for real. And really, and I know I don't want to drag this too much, but I'm just telling you guys how it felt, literally talking to a like YouTuber who I've been watching his videos for a lot. Then when I'm actually like about to talk to him, and when he then after he finished talking with Dawson, he he literally said,
I'm on, bro. Let me know. Alvin, let me know if I'm saying that wrong.
I'm like, oh shit, he actually said my name. And I know you guys would be like thinking that I'm overreacting. I don't care, but really, my heart was beating, bro. Like when he said, and I was like, I didn't know what to ask, but I asked what I had to ask. I asked a few questions to Jack, and I remember asking the last question. I remember the last question I asked him was, "What do you think about modern dating? Do you think Gen Zs nowadays should, you know, be with a girlfriend for the sole, like find a girlfriend for the sole purpose of wanting to have a girlfriend, or having a girlfriend just for pleasure?" And to which he responded. I remember he said, Jack Pickett said, that like in his opinion, he said that he rather have he rather love a girl for who she is than loving her just because she makes him feel great. Honestly, I felt this was something that I needed to hear as well, because I learned two things from it. All right, this is from what I learned, and I hope you guys also realize, like, for those, I don't know, men or women who are seeking relationship, right, or having this weird fantasization, of having this wanting to having a relationship, like, here's the two things that I've learned that I personally would love to share with you guys and to let you guys know. And this, see, you don't have to listen to me, but this is what I've learned. And if you take this, and if you take this, advice, good. If you don't, it's be my guest. All right, so the first thing I learned was that like you're you're not really obsessed of having to be with someone. If you're like, okay, if you're thinking of someone, you're not like obsessed of wanting to be with them. You're just obsessed with the idea of wanting to be with them. And second, it's it's best that you love someone for who they are and not love them just because they make you feel great. Okay. And another thing that I've learned as well, me personally, is that if you start building a strong foundation for yourself, right, and if you once you become the man that you always dreamt to be, right, which I'm of course still learning, but I think you at least, okay, not a guarantee, but at least you will at least may have the right person that you want in your life. Okay, that maybe you always dreamt of. Okay, maybe it's not 100%, but maybe you will, because once you like other once you reach the person that you've always wanted to be, right, the person, like the woman or man that you found like was rare to find, may actually be more common, maybe kind of more common to find. This is just okay, this is no 100% guarantee, but maybe you will. Okay, so yeah, this is the three things that I wanted to say last. So yeah, I hope this video really hopefully inspired some people. If it does, it's great. If it doesn't, I'll just keep trying. All right, I'll keep trying my best, guys. Okay, hope to see you in the next one, and keep grinding, my G.